Have you ever watched a woman repeatedly chase after a man who barely acknowledges her, while a guy who genuinely cares about her gets overlooked? It's a frustrating paradox, and you're not alone in noticing it. Why do women seem drawn to men who don't prioritize them? Why do women often prefer the guy who seems emotionally unavailable, even when a good, caring man is right there, ready to offer everything? Today, we're diving into this puzzling aspect of human attraction, and the truth might surprise you. But before we start, this isn't just about bad boys versus nice guys. It's much deeper than that. It's about value, perception, and a key psychological principle that governs attraction. Let's break it down. So, why are women often drawn to men who don't value them? The answer goes beyond just the classic bad boys versus nice guys debate. It's actually about value. And one of the key elements in this attraction is scarcity. Let's dive into why women are naturally drawn to men who seem hard to get in the next section. One of the biggest secrets to understanding attraction is this. People, especially women, desire what feels just out of reach. Think about it. Why are luxury brands priced high? Why do people line up for exclusive events or products? It's because exclusivity creates desire. This same principle applies in relationships. When something is too easy to get, its value drops. If a woman knows that a man is always there for her, always responding to her texts immediately, always prioritizing her over everything else, she begins to take him for granted. She doesn't have to earn his attention. It's always there for her. And when something doesn't require effort, it no longer feels exciting. Now, let's flip the script. Think of the man who isn't always available. The one who doesn't text back right away or who doesn't drop everything when she calls. His focus on his goals and his own life. This man triggers something powerful in women. Curiosity. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing me? What's so important in his life? And that curiosity turns into emotional investment. Effort equals value. The more a woman has to work to get a man's attention, the more rewarding it feels. She starts to chase him, and suddenly he becomes a prize. As we've seen, scarcity plays a huge role in attraction. But that's not all. Now, let's explore another critical factor that affects attraction: respect. Respect isn't something that's automatically given. It's something that must be owned. And this leads us to why women often don't respect men who don't understand their own value. Let's talk about respect, a word that is often misunderstood, especially in relationships. Many men make the mistake of assuming that respect is automatically granted simply because they are nice or they treat her well. But the reality is far harsher. Women don't respect men who give their value away for free. Respect is something that must be owned. Think about leadership for a second. A true leader doesn't beg for followers. He doesn't have to convince people to respect him. People simply follow him because of his inherent value. The same goes for men in relationships. If a man tries too hard to get a woman's respect, constantly seeking approval by overinvesting in her, he puts himself in a weak position. Consider this simple example. The first guy on a date is eager to impress. He agrees with everything she says, constantly reassures her that he likes her, and seems afraid of saying the wrong thing. The second guy, however, is cool and relaxed. He doesn't seek her approval and is okay with disagreeing with her in a playful way. He holds his ground and doesn't tolerate disrespect. Which one do you think she respects more? The first guy is trying too hard, which makes him seem needy. The second guy respects himself, and therefore she respects him. So, we've talked about how building self-value and owning respect is crucial in relationships. But there's one more factor that influences attraction: desperation. Desperation is the fastest way to kill attraction. When a man becomes too eager or seeks constant approval from a woman, it diminishes his value in her eyes. Here's the hard truth. Nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. If a woman senses that you need her approval, that your entire sense of self-worth is dependent on her, she'll lose interest. This isn't about being cruel. It's just how attraction works. When a man becomes desperate, constantly checking in, double texting, or being overly agreeable, it sends a message: I need you to validate me. And women don't want to feel like they are someone's emotional lifeline. Attraction doesn't work as a reward for good behavior. It's based on perception, how she perceives your value and confidence. A high-value man knows his worth. If she takes too long to reply, or doesn't seem interested right away, he doesn't panic. He remains calm, focused on his own life. Men who chase approval lose their appeal because they signal desperation. Women are attracted to men who don't need their validation. They find security in men who can stand alone without crumbling when they don't get attention. When a woman sees that a man is emotionally unaffected by her responses, she starts to wonder what makes him so different. This mystery becomes a source of attraction. It's the allure of the chase, and it's rooted in the psychology of scarcity. So, how do you avoid falling into desperation? The key is indifference. This doesn't mean being cold or disrespectful, but rather having a life of your own, where a woman's attention is something you don't need. So how does indifference actually work to your advantage? Let's explore that in the next section. Indifference is often misunderstood, but it holds real power in attraction. Indifference doesn't mean being cold or disrespectful. It simply means not needing external validation. It's about having a full life and a strong sense of purpose, so that whether a woman stays or leaves, it doesn't shake you. Let's be real. Women are emotional creatures. They respond to uncertainty, mystery, and the thrill of the unknown. If they feel like they know exactly where they stand with you, if they feel secure in your attention, the attraction starts to fade. But if you're the man who isn't always available, who doesn't rush to text her back, who doesn't give her all your attention, she starts to wonder, what does he have going on that's more important than me? That doubt fuels her attraction. Men who panic when a woman pulls away are missing the point. Indifference is powerful because it creates space for her to want your attention. Don't chase her. If she pulls back, don't rush in to fix it. Stay calm. Your high-value mindset will naturally make her chase you. Now, why are women so attracted to men who are indifferent? Well, it's closely related to social proof, the idea that when other women desire you, your value increases. Let's take a closer look at how social proof can elevate a man's attraction in the eyes of women. Here's something you probably didn't know. Women are naturally drawn to men who other women want. It's all about social proof. The moment a woman sees that other women are interested in a man, it signals to her that he has value. She wonders, what's so special about him? And that curiosity sparks attraction. You've probably seen this before. A man enters a room, and other women are drawn to him. Whether it's a celebrity, a well-known athlete, or just a confident guy in the room, his desirability is social proof that triggers attraction. This works in everyday life, too. If a man is seen talking to many women, getting their attention, the woman who's observing him will naturally want to know more. It signals that it's someone we're competing for, and this competition fuels desire. It's the same reason why a restaurant with a long line outside feels more appealing than an empty one. If others want it, it must be valuable. As you can see, when a man is surrounded by other women, it instantly raises his value in the eyes of others. But it doesn't stop there. How you manage your attention also plays a huge role. If you give it away freely, it loses its value. So, how do you ensure that your attention remains valuable? Let's dive into that in the next section. Men often make the mistake of giving away their attention like it's worthless. Attention is currency. The more freely you give it away, the less valuable it becomes. When you shower a woman with constant compliments, check in on her every hour, and always make yourself available without her having to earn it, you're lowering your value in her eyes. Think about it. What's worth more, a diamond that's rare and hard to find, or a cheap stone you can pick up anywhere? Women are attracted to men whose attention feels like a rare prize. They want to feel that they've earned your time and attention, not that it's given to them automatically. If you don't set boundaries and don't make her work for your attention, she will start to take you for granted. Attraction is not just about being available. It's about showing her that your time and energy are valuable. This makes her earn it, which in turn makes her value you more. Now, at the core of maintaining your value is prioritizing yourself. When you put your own goals and personal growth first, you naturally become the kind of man women are drawn to. But how do you make this work in your everyday life and have women fight for your attention? Let's explore this final section on how men with a clear purpose attract women. The final, and perhaps most important point, men who prioritize themselves always win. Women are drawn to men who have their own mission and purpose. The moment a man starts chasing women instead of chasing his own ambitions, he loses his sense of value. Here's the truth. Women don't want a man who revolves around them. They want a man who has his own life, goals, and mission. If you make her the center of your world, she'll begin to lose interest. When you prioritize your own growth, whether it's your career, your health, or your mental well-being, you become a high-value man. Women will stop fighting for a place in your life. They respect men who don't drop everything for them because they know that their time is owned, not given away freely. A high-value man doesn't just chase success for the sake of impressing women. He does it because he knows that his success defines his own worth. When you live with purpose and have a direction in life, women can't help but be drawn to you. So, how do you stop chasing and start choosing? The answer lies in focusing on yourself. When you prioritize your personal growth and purpose, women will naturally want to be a part of your life. Remember, a high-value man doesn't chase women. He chooses who is worth his time. Let's wrap this up and take a closer look at how to apply these principles. The reality is simple. Women don't fall for the guy who treats them the best. They fall for the guy they have to earn. You could be the most loyal, attentive, and available man in the world, but if she doesn't feel like she has to work for your attention, she won't value it. Stop chasing. Stop overgiving. Start focusing on yourself. Build your life, your success, and your purpose. The right woman will follow. Remember, a high-value man doesn't chase approval. He simply chooses. And the women who recognize his value will start to chase him. Are you ready to shift your mindset and approach to relationships? If you want to learn more about building self-value and attracting the right women, join my community for exclusive content, practical strategies, and personal growth insights. I'll guide you through everything you need to know to level up your confidence and success. And don't forget to share your thought below. Like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Do you agree with these principles? Have you ever noticed how women react when you stop trying so hard? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you're ready to take your dating life to the next level, join my community on Podia for exclusive insights and tips that will boost your confidence and help you attract the right woman. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.